This is the Inkjecta Stream Pen wireless tattoo machine. Looking at it, it looks a bit weird. It's got a funky looking grip, but it's probably one of the most ergonomic machines that I've held for a very long time. So you've got 3 different versions of this machine available on their website. You have a standard one, a shader and a liner, and essentially what's going to happen is they'll all be paired up with different types of cams with different stroke lengths. The good thing about this machine as well is you can have interchangeable cams, so you can just kind of buy the different drive bars and different cams and change it to how you like the machine to run. Price wise of this machine, you're going to be looking at, and this is going off their website, £439, and that does exclude VAT and shipping, and all that will get calculated at the checkout. When you buy a standard version, this is what you get essentially. It's a nice hard case, and in the case you're going to get one of these machines with 1 battery. You're also going to get a charging cable. You're going to get 3 extra torsion bars, which are going to be different, levels of give, let's say hard, soft, medium, and so on. Then you get some Allen keys, a spare cam grub screw, and they're always handy to have spare. It also has super lube for use in the bar tube only, and you also get the manuals that come with it. When you look at this machine, you look at it, you think that just looks weird, but what I will say is it's a tool. What they've done is it's like they've gone, you know what, fuck the gimmicks, fuck all the marketing bullshit like a lot of other companies are doing, where they've got a gazillion different fucking colors for their machines. They've just gone, we are people who make tattoo machines, and this is a tattoo machine. It's a tool and it does the job. You've got access where you can change the cam. You can take that off, where you can kind of go in and you can sterilize that. And I do believe they will be having disposable grips for this as well. But you can buy alternative ones of these and you can sterilize them and so on. But it does leave it really open how much you can take this machine apart to be able to really get in there and kind of clean as much of this as you can. So like they really made a tool, not a gimmick, if that makes sense. Now, even down to the battery itself, like I am a massive fan of session timers. That's just the ADHD in me. I get sidetracked and I forget to check the times. So having a session timer just works out perfectly for me. But they've not opted to have it with this. But what they have got with this is a extremely large voltage range, and this goes from 5 volts up to 16 volts, which gives you a hertz range of 47 up to 153 hertz. Okay, so I have been using this now for quite some time. I've been testing it out and seeing how it works and how it compares to other Inkjecta machines that I've used and how it compares to like other machines that I've used in general. I think what I'm going to say is, if you are somebody that has been a user of Inkjecta and you've used Inkjecta for years, this is just going to work for you. You're going to feel right at home. You're going to feel very comfortable. It has the same motor, the same drive bar, the same cams. The only difference is it's in a pen kind of shape. So somebody has commented on the length of this machine. They said it looks long, and yeah, it does look like quite a long machine, and I've compared it to some of my other machines and it's not that much longer. Some of them it's about this much longer. It is what it is. And I will say that when you're using it, you don't really notice the length of the machine. The grip is comfortable, the weight is comfortable, so it's not really that noticeable, and it's not really going to get in the way. So I think the length of it being a little bit longer is rather negligible, in comparison to some of the other pen machines that are out at the moment. You've got really tiny ones, you've got long ones. It is what it is, like, do you know what I mean? Wrapping it, I thought it was really easy to wrap. It was confusing at first as the best way to do it, but I did find putting some barrier film and then some cohesive bandage on it, that works really well. And what it also does is you've got this magnetic kind of cover, is it holds that in place, because I noticed like when you haven't got anything wrapped on it and you put your finger, it can flip it open rather easily. So for me, like color work, I thought it was outstanding. I could line with it, I could color with it, and the color work and color blending was very nice. I'm going to say it did very limited skin trauma. If you are new to Inkjecta, it's going to be a bit daunting having that vast kind of voltage range, but if you look at it on the level of hertz, like how fast you want it to run rather than the voltage, you'd be a bit more inclined. Like I was running this between, I don't know, like 9 and 13 volts depending on what I was doing, The only downside of having that larger voltage range as well is you will find the battery consumption is going to go down a lot quicker. So if you do get one, make sure you get it with 2 batteries, not 1. So I think all in all, right, with this machine, it's not going to suit everybody. It's going to be one of those ones where if you like inkjector machines, you're really going to like this. If you like pen machines, but you're looking for something that's a little bit more ergonomic, this could be for you. But it's going to be one of those ones where I honestly, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but my personal opinion on this is I feel like if you are a artist that primarily does a lot of color work, a lot of trad work, then this could be a good machine for you. If you're somebody that does do black and gray, and you do it in the manner where you do have a lot of needle hanging out and you run your machine slow, then yeah, it's going to work for you. So it's all dependent on the type of tattooing that you do as to whether or not this machine's going to suit you. Like, it's not going to suit everybody, but what I will say is for what they've done, it does work really, really well. It's a nice machine to use. It really kind of like gives me some nostalgia because I used to use inkjectors. You know, I had the Flight V2 for a very long time, and I've done some amazing tattoos with that machine. And you know, even now to this day, like tattoos that I done like 14 years ago, they still look really, really good after 14 years. Like the colors in there solid, you know, so they are really good at putting lines and color in the skin. So yeah, I'm rambling on a bit, but I'm gonna say that this is definitely a massive improvement for me on some of the other wireless machines that they've brought out. And yeah, I'm interested to see where they go next with this, and where they go next with their tattoo journey. Maybe they could do a wireless version of the Flight Nano with these batteries on it or something like that. That would be fucking cool. Anyway, I'm off now because I'm rambling, so I will see you in another video. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you have, hit like, hit subscribe and all that stuff to keep up to date with everything that I do. Keep an eye out on my Instagram because I will be doing giveaways and loads of stuff to help promote the channel. So have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in another video.